Have you ever wondered why some people crumble under pressure, while others use the same pressure to create diamonds out of dust? Let's dive into the world of perspective, a powerful tool that can turn a stumbling block into a stepping stone. It's intriguing how different people perceive the same situation so differently. Why is it that some see a challenge as an insurmountable hurdle, while others view it as a chance to grow, to learn, to shine? Let's take a trip down memory lane to the late 19th century, to the workshop of a man named Thomas Edison. He's a name we all know, a beacon of innovation and perseverance. But did you know before he successfully created the electric light bulb, he faced 1,000 failed attempts? Many would have seen those 1,000 attempts as 1,000 reasons to give up, 1,000 proofs of impossibility. But not Edison. He saw each failure as a step closer to success, each misstep as an opportunity to learn something new. His perspective turned 1,000 failures into 1,000 steps on the journey to creating something that would change the world. It's all about how you look at it. A problem can be a roadblock, or it can be a detour leading you to something even better. A failure can be a dead end, or it can be a valuable lesson that propels you forward. This is the power of perspective. It isn't about changing the world around you, but changing how you see the world. It's about turning the challenges that come your way into opportunities for growth and innovation. It's about seeing the potential in every situation, the silver lining in every cloud. So, the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, remember to take a leaf out of Edison's book. Don't see it as an obstacle, but as a chance to learn, to grow, to move closer to your goal, one step at a time. Remember, the same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances. How many times have you heard the phrase, adapt or perish? It's not just a fancy saying, it's the reality of life. Let's take a moment to consider the chameleon, a creature that's become a universal symbol of adaptability. This small reptile, a master of disguise, has the unique ability to change its colors to match its surroundings. It doesn't do this merely to survive, but to thrive. The chameleon's adaptation is not just about blending in and avoiding predators. It's also about hunting, about asserting dominance, about attracting a mate. It's about turning the challenge of a constantly changing environment into an opportunity for growth and success. Just like the chameleon, we too face an ever-changing landscape in our lives. Our personal and professional environments are in a constant state of flux. Challenges and obstacles come at us from every direction. But remember, just like the chameleon, we also have the ability to adapt. However, adaptation is not merely about survival. It's not just about weathering the storm. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. It's about turning the challenge of the storm into an opportunity to learn a new dance, to experience a new joy. Adaptation is about seeing the opportunity in every difficulty, rather than the difficulty in every opportunity. It's about changing our perspective, adjusting our mindset, and transforming our approach. It's about welcoming change, embracing uncertainty, and turning adversity into advantage. In life, we don't get to choose our challenges, but we do get to choose how we respond to them. We can choose to see them as burdens, or we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth, for learning, for innovation, for transformation. So the next time you face a challenge, don't just brace yourself for impact. Instead, ask yourself, how can I adapt to turn this into an opportunity? Because remember, in the grand scheme of life, it's not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. So the next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, how can I adapt to turn this into an opportunity? What does a bamboo tree and success have in common? They both grow from persistent efforts. Let's take a moment to discuss the power of persistence. It's a quality that all successful people share, regardless of their field. It's the fuel that keeps the engine of ambition running, even when the road gets rough. You see, persistence is not just about stubbornly sticking to a task, it's about staying committed to a goal, even when faced with setbacks and challenges. Now let me share with you a fascinating story about the Chinese bamboo tree. This remarkable plant spends its first 5 years building a robust root system underground. For all that time, you don't see anything happening on the surface. Imagine that 5 years of nurturing, watering, and waiting with no visible sign of progress, but then something extraordinary happens. In just 6 weeks after breaking through the ground, the bamboo tree can shoot up to 80 feet. Isn't that astonishing? 5 years of invisible growth, and then in a matter of weeks, a towering bamboo tree stands before your eyes. The story of the bamboo tree is a perfect metaphor for the journey to success. The initial years of hard work and dedication may not yield immediate results, But remember, like the bamboo tree, you are laying a strong foundation, a robust root system that will support your rapid growth when the time is right. So, how can we apply the lesson of the bamboo tree to our lives? Well, when you're faced with a challenge, don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep nurturing your dreams, keep watering your ambitions with hard work and dedication. Remember, it's the persistent efforts that make the bamboo tree grow so rapidly once it breaks through the ground. In the face of adversity, let your persistence be your power. Let it drive you to keep going, to keep growing, and to turn your challenges into opportunities. Persistence is the key that turns the lock of challenge into the door of opportunity. Did you know that failure is not the opposite of success, but part of it? Let's ponder on that for a moment. We've been programmed to view failure as a negative, as something to be avoided at all costs. But what if we told you that failure is in fact a stepping stone to success? It's a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? Yet it's a truth that has been proven time and time again. Take the story of J.K. Rowling, for instance. The name is synonymous with the magical world of Harry Potter, a global phenomenon that has touched the hearts of millions. But did you know that before the world fell in love with the boy who lived, Rowling faced numerous rejections? 12 different publishers turned down the manuscript for the first Harry Potter book, but Rowling didn't let these failures deter her. She used them as fuel to keep going, to keep trying, until finally, Bloomsbury Publishing decided to give her a chance. And look where she is now. She's one of the most successful authors in the world. Her books have sold over 400 million copies worldwide, and Harry Potter is a name known in every corner of the globe. Had she given up after the first, second, or even the 12th rejection, we wouldn't have had the privilege of stepping into the magical world of Hogwarts. This story is a testament to the value of failure. Each rejection Rowling faced was a lesson, an opportunity for growth. It was these failures that honed her craft and led her down the path to success. So let's shift our perspective on failure. Let's not shun it, but embrace it. Let's learn from it, grow from it, and use it to propel us forward. Because remember, every failure brings us one step closer to success. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. So the next time you fail, remember, you're not falling backward, you're falling forward towards success. So, how can one turn challenges into opportunities? This question forms the crux of our discussion. Let's take a moment to reflect on the key takeaways from our journey so far. We started with the power of perspective. Remember, perception is a powerful tool that can make or break your approach to life's challenges. The way we see things can either limit our potential or unlock it. If you view challenges as opportunities for growth, you're already one step closer to success. Next, we explored the art of adaptation. Life is an ever-changing landscape, and our ability to adapt is what helps us navigate it. It's about being flexible, learning to pivot when needed, and understanding that change is not always a bad thing. In fact, it can often open doors to opportunities we never even knew existed. Then, we delved into the power of persistence. It's about staying the course, even when things get tough. It's about committing to your goals and not giving up at the first sign of adversity. Persistence, in the face of challenge, is what distinguishes the successful from the rest. And finally, we looked at the value of failure. Yes, failure. It may seem counterintuitive, but failure is an integral part of success. It's a stepping stone, not a dead end. It's through failure that we learn, grow, and ultimately succeed. So don't fear failure, embrace it. Let it be your teacher, not your tormentor. In summation, turning challenges into opportunities is not about avoiding the hurdles life throws at you. It's about changing your perspective, adapting, persisting, and learning from failure. It's about using these challenges as a catalyst for growth and success. Challenges are not stumbling blocks, but stepping stones to a stronger, smarter, and more successful you. So go ahead, embrace the challenges and turn them into opportunities.